Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put that gun to the ground, 'cause I can't shoot them anymore. There's a long black cloud coming on down. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Previous cigarette, hombre. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Whatever colors you have in your mind, I'll show them to you and you'll see them shine. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay with your man a while, until the break of day. Let me see you make him smile. His clothes are dirty, but his hands are clean, and you're the best thing that he's ever seen. Stay, lady, stay with your man a while. Why wait any longer for the world to begin? You can have your cake and eat it too. Why wait any longer for the one you love when he's standing in front of you? Lay, 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 lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay with your man a while, until the break of day. Let me see you make him smile. And why? Until the break of day, let me see you make him smile. His clothes are dirty, but his hands are clean, and you're the best thing that he's ever seen. Lay, 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 lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lay, lady, stay. Stay while the night is still ahead. I long to see you in the morning light. I long to reach for you in the night. Stay, lady, stay. Stay while the night is still ahead. Ooh, this jazz groove. Come on, baby, if you gather around people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming, or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin'. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are a-changin'. Come senator, congressman, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. For he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it is raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changin'. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'. Mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'. Ooh, thrill, ooh, thrill, ooh, this jazz grooves. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. exist before it's washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head, pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head, pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Ooh, three answers, my friend, in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Ooh, this jazz groove. Ooh, three. While riding on a train going west, I fell asleep for to take my rest. I dreamed a dream that made me sad, concerning myself and the first few friends I had. With half-damp eyes, I stared to the room where my friends and I spent many an afternoon, where we together weathered many a storm, laughing and singing till the early hours of the morn. By the old wooden stove where our hats was hung, our words were told, our songs were sung, where we longed for nothing and were quite satisfied, talking and a-joking about the world outside. With haunted hearts through the heat and cold, we never thought we could ever get old. We thought we could sit forever in fun, but our chances really was 1,000,000 to 1. As easy it was to tell black from white, it was all that easy to tell wrong from right. And our choices were few, and a thought never hit that the one road we traveled would ever shatter and split. How many a year has passed and gone, and many a gamble has been lost and won, and many a road taken by many a friend, and each one I've never seen again. I wish in vain that we could sit simply in that room again. $10,000 at the drop of a hat, I'd give it all gladly if our lives could be like that. This jazz groove. whistle starts ringing out in the ballroom night. Enter Patty Valentine from the upper hall. She sees the bartender in a pool of blood, cries out, "My God, they've killed them all." Here comes the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he'd never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. 3 bodies lying there does Patty see, and another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. "I didn't do it," he says, and he throws up his hand. "I was only robbing the register, I hope you understand. I saw them leaving," he says, and he stops. "One of us had better call up the cops." And so Patty calls the cops, and they arrive on the scene with their red lights flashing in the hot New Jersey night. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, Reuben Carter and a couple of friends are driving around. #1 contender for the middleweight crown had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when a cop pulled him over to the side of the road, just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the street unless you wanna draw the heat. Fred Bello had a partner, and he had a rap for the cops. Him and Arthur Dexter Bradley were just out prowling around. He said, "I saw 2 men running out. They looked like middleweights. They jumped into a white car with out-of-state plates." And Miss Patty Valentine just nodded her head. Cop said, "Wait a minute, boys, this one's not dead." So they took him to the infirmary, and though this man could hardly see, they told him that he could identify the guilty men. 4 in the morning, and they haul Reuben in, take him to the hospital, and they bring him upstairs. The wounded man looks up through his one dying eye, says, "What'd you bring him in here for? He ain't the guy." Yes, here's the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. 4 months later, the ghettos are in flames. Reuben's in South America fighting for his name, while Arthur Dexter Bradley's still in the robbery game. And the cops are putting the screws to him, looking for somebody to blame. Remember that murder that happened in a bar? Remember you said you saw the getaway car? You think you'd like to play ball with the law? Think it might have been that fighter that you saw running that night? Don't forget that you are white. Arthur Dexter Bradley said, "I'm really not sure." Cop said, "A poor boy like you could use a break. We got you for the motel job, and we're talking to your friend Bello. Now you don't wanna have to go back to jail. Be a nice fellow. You'll be doing society a favor. That Sanofa bitch is brave and getting braver. We wanna put his ass in stir. We wanna pin this triple meat." This jazz groove. This jazz groove. Some people say my love cannot be true. Please believe me, my love, and I'll show you. I will give you those things you thought unreal. The sun, the moon, the stars all bear my seal. Oh yeah, follow me now, and you will not regret leaving the life you led before we met. You are the first to have this love of mine, forever with me till the end of time. Your love for me has just got to be real before you know the way I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel. Oh yeah, now I have you with me under my power. Our love grows stronger now with every hour. Look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer, please take my hand. Oh yeah, oh yeah, follow me now, and you will not regret leaving the life you led before we met. You are the first to have this love of mine forever with me till the end of time. Your love for me has just got to be real before you know the way I'm going to feel. I'm going to feel, I'm going to feel. Oh yeah, now I have you with me under my power. Our love grows stronger now with every hour. Look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer, please take my hand. Ooh, three, ooh, this jazz groove. This jazz groove. Sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Though I know the evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. Weariness amazes me, I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped, my hands can't feel to grip, my toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for it to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way, I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the escaping on the run. And but for the sky there are no fences facing. And if you hear vague traces of skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, it's just a ragged clown behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow you're seeing that he's chasing. Disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy rooms of time, far past the frozen leaves, the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Yes, to dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is. Can't you hear that rooster crowing, rabbit running down across the road, underneath the bridge where the water flowed through. So happy just to see you smile, underneath the sky of blue, on this new morning, on this new morning with you. Can't you hear that motor turning? Automobile coming into style, coming down the road for a country mile or two. So happy just to see you smile, underneath the sky of blue, on this new morning, on this new morning with you. The night passed away so quickly, it always does when you're with me. Can't you feel that sun is shining, groundhog running by the country stream? This must be the day that all of my dreams come true. So happy just to be alive, underneath the sky of blue, on this new morning, on this new morning with you. So happy just to be alive, underneath the sky of blue, on this new morning, on this new morning with you. The night passed away so quickly, it always does when you're with me. Can't you feel that sun is shining, groundhog running by the country stream? This must be the day that all of my dreams come true. So happy just to be alive, underneath the sky of blue, on this new morning, on this new morning with you. New morning, ooh, 3D, ooh, 3D, it always does when you're with me. Beneath the bridge where the water flowed through, so happy just to see you smile, underneath the sky of blue, on this new morning with you. New morning, ooh, through, ooh, doo, doo, doo. this jazz groove. Can't you hear that sun a-shining? Groundhog running by the country street. This must be the day that all of my dreams come true. Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed it all, if her hair was still red. Her folks, they said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress. Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west, split it up on a dark, sad night, both agreeing it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, "We'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue." I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. But I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I happened to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in back of my chair, said to me, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe. Tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. "I thought you'd never say hello," she said. "You look like the silent type." Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul, from me to you. Tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street, in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Then he started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died.